Taiwan, I never heard of, Taiwan before. And I wanted to go to a country that, would give me a completely different experience. The biggest shock for me coming to Taiwan were actually the traffic lights.
The noise was so loud. Yeah. I think now I'm used to it, so I don't really, your brain kind of blocks it out. When you start to learn it, it's a bit different because now your brain starts picking up on it.
It can be annoying when you understand because wait, they're talking about me. I heard Waigoran. What's your name first?
My name is Thaisa.
Thaisa?
Yes.
And where are you from?
So I'm from the Netherlands.
And what's your name, sir?
I'm Kevin.
And where are you from?
I am from St. Lucia.
Okay, very different parts of the world, yes?
Yeah, very, very different.
What brought you to Taiwan originally?
So it was during my bachelor's actually,
Okay.
and my university gave me the opportunity to do an exchange.
Cool.
And I could pick where I wanted to do the exchange. And I saw Taiwan in the list. Taiwan, I never heard of, Taiwan before. And I wanted to go to a country that, would give me a completely different experience.
Cool.
So I just decided to go with Taiwan and see, what the experience would be like.
Did you have any expectation in your mind before you came here of what Taiwan was?
Absolutely zero.
That's awesome. No, that's awesome. So it was a big surprise when you got here, basically.
Yes, and before that, I wasn't at home. I was in Australia.
You were a backpacker, or?
No, I was doing my internship in Australia.
School.
Yeah,
Okay.
also for school.
Oh, cool. Kevin, you came from St. Lucia.
Yes.
What brought you here?
I came here to study.
Yeah. How long have you been here?
3 years.
3 years, and,
Yes.
and how long have you been here?
I need to count.
You've been here
a long time.
while longer,
I think
right?
6 or 7.
And what was the day you arrived in Taiwan, or the week for you and for both of you? Like when you arrived, what did that look like?
I couldn't speak the language, so it was hard to communicate.
Yeah.
And then my card didn't work, so I had issues getting money. So it was a bit stressful.
Your bank card didn't
Yes.
work. Oh no.
But in the end, I managed. I think it's relatively easy for a first timer. But I think the biggest shock for me coming to Taiwan were actually the traffic lights.
Oh.
Because so there are no pedestrian lights in
Yes.
some cross places, right?
Like, is it okay to go now?
Yeah. So what I did, I just walked, and people started honking at me, and I was like, "Why? There are no lights." And then I started looking at like the locals, what they were doing, and then I noticed, they would walk, when the car lights are green in the same direction. I was like, that would make sense, but you wouldn't think of it, not being used to the environment. So yeah.
So the day you arrived was a little stressful. You couldn't get your money out initially. You didn't know how to cross the street properly, like safely.
Yeah. And the people are very helpful. Even though I couldn't speak, Mandarin, they tried to do their best to like guide me.
Cool. Okay, and how about for you, the day or the week you arrived?
So the first day I arrived, very long plane ride, so I was just tired. Luckily, when I arrived at the airport, I had another friend who was already studying at the university. As soon as I came off the MRT station, he was already there. Okay, let's go.
So he saved you from complete confusion.
Yeah.
That must have been a warm
Indeed.
feeling.
And he already spent a year there, so I didn't have to do anything. I just followed him, got a nice taxi all the way to the school. And then it was the next day I was like, okay, let's see what's going on, going outside. And then it was just,
Chaos, right?
Yeah, the noise.
Yeah.
Because I'm right here in the city. The noise was so loud. Yeah. I think now I'm used to it, so I don't really, your brain kind of blocks it out. But I really remember it was so overwhelming, all the noise, and then the signs.
Yeah.
Everywhere, like you look and it's so bright
the
and
bright lights.
Yeah, and then also your brain has to get used to not understanding everything. But in the beginning it's easier because you don't know anything. I think it's kind of weird. If you don't understand anything, then you can block it out as noise.
I just think that
When you start to learn it, it's a bit different because now your brain starts picking up on
it
it.
can be annoying when you understand because wait, they're talking about me. I heard Waigoran. your experience arriving was more unknown. You didn't have someone waiting.
Yeah.
Or did you as well?
No.
So I didn't know anybody here. However, I rented a room in like a shared apartment building.
Oh, cool.
And the tenants of the building actually waited for me there.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you had a warm welcoming as well.
Yeah.
One of the great things that you just found here in Taiwan is this lovely lady here. Who would like to share the story, the most colorful version of how you guys met?
Like 4 days after I arrived
Wow.
here. And as I mentioned before, I was in a shared building.
Okay,
So some people or some guys there that I befriended, they invited me to go to the club.
Okay.
And I decided to join because, you know, it's a great way of socializing and making contacts. As I was fairly new here. So after arriving in the club, he walked in. So that's where I actually first met him.
You were like this, tall, dark, and handsome. Okay.
Exactly.
I'll take one of those.
Exactly. That's what I. It's like you were there. Were you there?
In spirit, I was there.
And then it was not up till the end of the night that we started talking a little bit.
Cool.
And then we decided to exchange contacts, mostly also because I was looking for people that I could hang out with or travel around Taiwan.
Yeah.
So the following day, he texted me and he wanted to take me to Dream Mall. And I think one of the cool things about the malls here is that they have these big, like, you know, like fun fairs on top of the building.
Yeah. Ida and Dream Mall,
Yes,
both
exactly.
of them are cool that
In
way,
Europe, we don't really have that. So that's like a new experience thingy. So
Cool.
yeah, he took me there and it was a really fun outing. So I really liked that. Went into the Ferris wheel together.
That was where the first kiss happened. It was on the Ferris wheel, wasn't it?
Almost.
No, almost.
No, I was being a gentleman. It's the
No,
first
that's what I'm
day.
saying. You want that almost, the tension, the build-up,
Yeah.
and then, I got it.
All part of the script, you know?
You went on the Ferris wheel, you had some chemistry,
Yeah.
and so that was your first date.
Yeah.
I think that's romantic.
And then
The Ferris wheel adds to the romance.
Yes, exactly. So I was, as I mentioned before, an exchange student here. So I was actually only staying for 6 months. I was not looking for anything serious.
I mean, we never are when we find serious things.
Yeah.
And then it became a thing. So almost,
Quickly?
Yes,
To see-
very.
I think when you know, right? Like,
yeah.
So for the upcoming 6 months, we just traveled together actually around Taiwan. We went to Alishan,
China.
Hualien. Yes.
Fobangshan.
Yeah, we did a lot. So that was
Cancun.
really
Cool.
fun. Yeah.
so you really got to know each other traveling.
Yeah, we
Yes.
went so many places in that
Yeah.
6 months.
So it was like the romance and the traveling was kind of happening
Kind of.
at the
Yes.
same time.
And for me,
Had you traveled less before you met her?
I didn't travel at all.
So the relationship kind of helped you be like you had a partner in crime to travel with.
I'm
basically.
usually like a stay-at-home kind of person. Even though I had been there like 3 years before her.
You're a homebody kind of person.
So I didn't really travel. So most of the places we went together, it was also my first time.
Does any particular place jump out at you that you guys enjoyed on your travels that you were like, I love that place?
I mean, during the 6 months.
Yeah.
For me, we went Hualien.
It's so beautiful.
We went
there.
to
Yeah, I love
Hualien Historical Park. It was really, really beautiful.
Yeah.
So we actually drove to Alishan on a scooter.
Okay.
Oh, from
That's a
Kaohsiung.
crazy drive.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
it
nice.
was.
Going all the way.
That was mad.
And well,
was
obviously we navigated with Google Maps,
Oh, yeah.
but halfway Google Maps sent us on this weird small path.
No.
Like
Yeah.
somewhere up in the mountains. Very small, no cars, it was just scooters, I
And just
suppose.
straight hill. Like it was so
man.
intimidating.
Yeah.
No.
That's an adventure.
Yeah, no tar, just stones, rubble. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah, it was so weird experience. But yeah, we came out unharmed. So.
Yeah, relatively unharmed.
What, landslides,
Relatively
rocks
unharmed.
falling?
It's just really hard to go up it. So it's just a bit scary, you know, going up it, and you're like, okay, now we already decided to commit, and you're like halfway up the road, and it's like, okay,
Turning around is scary.
Yeah,
Going up is
going.
scary.
So you still have to keep going. I think I have other experiences like that with Google Maps. It's very convenient here
Yeah.
in that you really want to get to somewhere, you know for sure it's gonna help you, so you really depend on it.
It's so wrong sometimes.
Sometimes when it goes wrong,
it goes terribly wrong, especially mountain driving.
yeah, especially mountain driving. And sometimes it's, you follow in the road, okay, then it tells you take a right, and you're like, huh? It's in this weird, small little alley that looks like, you know those horror movies? If you go down there, you just feel like something will happen to you. Like, do I have to go there?
But you just do it.
Yeah, you do it.
And you're going to be a barking dog that's going to attack me. You're from the Netherlands. You're from St. Lucia. You're both here and you met in Taiwan. If she wanted to go back or you wanted to go back, would you live in the Netherlands? Would you live in St. Lucia? Tell me about like this sort of thing, because I think a lot of people, that would be a concern, like when you meet someone from another country. So anything that you can share about that?
Yeah, we had that situation one time before, because she completed her 6 months exchange. And then after that, she had to leave to go back to the Netherlands.
For how long?
For a year.
Whoa!
And I was still in Taiwan studying, so we had to like do that part of the relationship in long distance.
Yeah, well, that stood the test of time, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah. So before she left, we sat down, had a few conversations about it, how it would work, and we decided, okay, let's try and just see how it would work, because I would still be in Taiwan, and then her plan was to come back after she finished her 1 year. She needed to complete her undergraduate.
So you did come back.
She did come back.
Yes, for my master's, yeah.
So we decided to kind of split it into 2 sections. So the first half, we would the long distance. Then I went to the Netherlands for 2 months.
Oh, you've been to the Netherlands?
Yeah, I've been there twice.
Oh,
so
okay,
the first time I went there, it was during COVID.
Oh, okay. What 20?
That's 2021. So when I arrived in the Netherlands, everything was closed.
Oh,
so I basically
lockdown. Pandemic, everything.
Yes.
Oh, lockdown.
Yeah, it was a full-on lockdown.
Wait, so you guys were in lockdown together in the Netherlands?
Yeah.
Yeah, at my place, yes.
We just couldn't really...
What was that like?
We didn't see each other
Yeah,
for like
that's what
6 or more months. So I think,
It was very steamy.
Okay. It was better than being apart, you know? But we managed to get through the year. At the end, she had to like complete her studies. And then after she was done, she came back.
During the time that I was back at home in the Netherlands,
Yeah.
he looked for a house for us so that we can live together.
Were you happy with the choice of places that he found?
At the end, he found a really nice place, I think.
So you did good.
I did good, yeah, thank you. But without, it's not like I did it by myself, obviously.
You got some help?
No. She practically chose the place.
Would you like look and then send her online?
Yeah, it was like that.
Like, what do you think of this? What do you think of this?
Yeah, I would never let him pick
No,
a
you-
house
yeah.
without me
I was
having
gonna
to.
say my wife would never let me just pick a place.
For me, I could, you know, I don't really have so many requirements and she has more than myself. If I pick the house, the chances of her not being satisfied with it is pretty high.
So we ended up getting like a 2-story place
Oh, cool.
close by. So yeah, it's really nice.
Is that hard to find a 2-story place in this part of the city?
When they say 2-story, I think people are like, oh, you must be living in a big house. But it's not. The house is not big. The way that it's designed, it's very comfortable for 2 people.
It's like one of those townhouse kind
Yeah,
of places,
one of
but it
those.
has
Like
2
that.
levels.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the thing is, we live here in Central Park. It's like pretty developed.
It's a
but
wicked area,
But the place where we live, if you turn off the road into our lane, you'll be like, huh?
Yeah.
You'll just be transported into this
different area.
different place, like you're in the countryside or something.
Really?
Yeah, like it doesn't look like it belongs in the city. Our neighbors are all very older.
Elderly?
Yes.
If you want to have some friends over and make noise, you probably have to be more quiet.
Yeah, we need that.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But they might wake up early
They do wake up very
They
early.
do.
and clap their hands and stuff.
And sing and
Yeah.
We've gotten used to it. We have a neighbor who always, he turns on this TV in this karaoke television station. I don't know, that's a thing, and he would just sing along. So randomly in the afternoon, we would just be...
Exactly like that.
I have that in my neighborhood as well.
Really? But our neighbors are pretty cool.
Chill, yeah.
Older Taiwanese people are take the friendliness to the next level. They're really
Oh, do
enjoyable.
they bring you fruit or
Yeah,
things
they
like
give
that?
us like we do get like small little gifts like
I like it, yeah.
for different festivals.
Moon Festival.
Moon
Yeah.
Festival,
whatever.
we get the moon cakes or zongzi.
So you like Kaohsiung though?
Yeah, I would prefer it over Taipei. I've all my schooling I've done here.
You're going to school for the medical field.
Part of the medical field, but I'm not. My degree is not about becoming a doctor.
It's a technician or something.
Yeah,
right? You were saying like
technician.
science.
Lab technician.
Lab, thank you. Lab tech.
Biotechnician.
Do you still want to be in that field now that you've gone through it?
I would say changes of mind.
So what do you think you want to like? Do you have any path in mind now that you think would
do.
be best for yourself?
I do. So while I was researching, what's the big thing now? AI. So I realized now this is the direction it's
100%.
moving. Direction
Scary,
into
but true.
yeah, machinery, automation, and using artificial intelligence to come up with the idea.
3D printers that print out hearts and lungs. And
Yeah,
things,
really
like,
cool. They're doing really cool stuff.
Yeah.
So when I was looking into it, yeah, it got me really excited, and I
that
really
would be
felt
exciting.
a passion, to do something.
Yeah.
So I just, after I graduated, I started to like learn. So every day I would just get up and just read and learn about it.
He's kind of a nerd.
Yes. He is.
Future, my plan is if I can get like a fusion, like if I can get a job where I have the intersection
Yeah.
between what I learned, because I don't want to not use my knowledge that I spent 6 years acquiring.
I think human brains are still important.
Yeah, and try to get a fusion between my medical technology research and the AI. Also important for me to come to the realization that maybe I also have to give up on and don't be so tied that, oh, you went to university for 4 years, 6 years, and you studied this and that, so you must do this. So
Yeah.
because it kind of limits you, and if you have a chance to do something else, you won't
Because
do
what
it.
I will say is I went to a community college for 3 years for radio, television, film,
Okay.
broadcasting, which kind of goes along with
Yeah.
YouTubing, right?
Yeah.
But then I didn't do anything with it for like 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. I don't know, like a long period of time went by, and I was like, why did I waste my time with that program?
Yeah.
And then suddenly I decided I wanted to start this YouTube channel. I'm like, oh, so
Yeah.
you really don't know what you learn could end up
Yeah.
working
And
in
working
your
in
favor.
favor,
So never
that's
look
true.
at anything as a waste of time. Everything
I
is.
agree.
Final thought about life, reality, the universe.
That's a good question. Deep. Yes. I would say for me is like take every opportunity you can get, whether it's in Taiwan or abroad, because your world just expands in so many ways that you can't even fathom possible. Going to different countries, explore different cultures. So whether you have the opportunity to do that, take it and go. And yeah, you will reap the benefits of it.
I like that.
For me, I'm a very like a homebody person. I prefer to stay at home and relax and chill. But I also have come to realize that life is about experiences. Your life is basically the sum of the
That's all life is.
experiences you have, right?
Yeah.
So I think if you have the want to do it, you should try to do it. And even trying to do it is an experience.
Oh,
Maybe
absolutely.
you'll realize that I don't like this, or it's not for me, or you find, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, 100%. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Okay, no worries.
It was awesome like chatting with you guys.
Thank you for
and
having us.
Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and go out and do something new and exciting with your time when you have time. Bye.
Bye.